is Sheila Kimathi. This is Sanaya Wasani, and today we have our actor extraordinaire, Mr. Blessing Lungaho.
Yes.
Name is Mavzuri.
Yeah, he's very right. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, karibu sana.
Thank you.
I believe that we need to highlight you as a self-made artist in your own right.
Okay.
Karibu sana.
Asante sana. Thank you for having me. Yes.
Please, hebu tuambie ulianza lini? How did you start? The first thing that I noticed is you started acting at 8 years old.
5.
Is it
but
5?
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. The nativity story, yeah.
Hebu tuambie ulianzaje?
So corruption.
How?
Yeah, I got my first role through corruption. So my mom knew the head of Sunday school. Yeah, they were friends. And so my mom was like, my kids disturbs a lot during church. So can you put him in something so that like he goes disturb someone else. So the Sunday school teacher was like, yeah, we have a play and I need someone to hold the North Star. Yeah. And the person will hold the North Star for a whole 15 minutes saying nothing. So I'm sure for 15 minutes,
you can maintain.
Yeah, the kid will do nothing. Funny thing, that's the first time I became a star. Yeah, been one ever since.
Please continue. Was this a TV program? Was this
No, it was a stage play. It was stage play. Christmas.
Oh,
yeah, the wise men. Yeah, the wise men follow the star to the far east. Yes.
So when did you get your first screen debut?
Screen debut. That was 2013, I think.
2013. So what did you do before then? Like, did you know that you were going to become an actor? How did you begin? Take us through your journey from that 5-year-old.
Oh, from that 5-year-old
gentleman. With
the superstar.
Yes.
I tell people that's the first time I was a legit superstar. I held a star on stage.
Premonition to your future.
Hopefully. So in primary school, I did Call of Us. I used to think I'm introverted, but I'm actually ambiverted. I'm not the kind of guy who opens up to new people. I feel like I'm loud, but then I have to get to know you.
Before you get to.
Yeah. So when I'm in a lot of new spaces, I tend to be really closed up. So I found an outlet of expression through performance. So I did Call of Us because I felt like, I can express myself through this. Then when I went to high school, a high school that's big on drama, it's Mejja High School. So we used to do plays all the way through national. So I got into that because of the funkies. Every weekend we'd go somewhere. I hated class.
Who does like class?
Yes. So after that, I went to do commerce and accounts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I am educated in. And I practiced for 2 years.
Nice. Like you went to school and did numbers for a living.
Yes, I have a postgraduate degree in accounts, and I have a year of experience. Like right now, mukikataa niact tena, natoa CV na narudi kufanya kazi kwa cashier wa bank.
Umevaa suti unatembea kweli.
I'm sure I just need a refresher course for whichever database they're using now, because I'm sure it's not QuickBooks anymore. I'll do a 2-week refresher and I'm back to the cashier.
Wow.
In a bank.
Okay, so what morphed you into the acting?
I feel like if you were given, for me to explain that, I have to give context. Okay. I don't know if you believe in a world before this. Or a dimension.
Yes.
Yes, there had to be a way, a place your energy left to come in.
Yes.
And I feel like the energy comes with, how do you call it, specs? Like a phone?
Yes.
Yeah,
it comes with rules and terms and conditions.
Yeah, you have an affinity to this and this and this. And I feel like when you're given storytelling, as one of your specs, that will always stick with you. In whichever form, you'll either become a musician or a painter, but it will stick with you. And in performing whatever art you're given to perform at birth, it's a form of worship. You will achieve a sense of peace that no one can explain. Like when you do the thing you came here given, no one can explain that feeling. Like when you do that one thing you only you can do. Yeah, so I feel like I kept looking for that. Because you can feel that void. I feel all of us can feel that void. There's something I was given at birth that I need to practice, you know. And when you're not doing it, you feel like a void that you can't explain. So it attracts you in a way. If you're lucky, you get to do it. So I'm one of those people who found a way to get to do it. So I started out in commercials. That confirmed. That was my affirmation, my confirmation. Like, this is it, lesson. This is
the thing that you were born to do.
Yeah, this is what you chose before you came.
Okay.
You know, when you're clicking the boxes, I want to be a this. Yeah.
Actor.
Yeah, I think it clicks twice. Yeah, so I got into a commercial in 2013 by fluke. By fluke means the universe opened that door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll say a lot of things like that because I don't want to sound radical.
It's okay.
You know,
okay.
If I actually say what I think happened, you know, people will be like, "Oh, this guy crazy."
Yeah. Let's tone it down for the masses.
Yes. So by fluke, I met this guy, but I had been manifesting for a while that I wanted to know, could I actually do this thing? Mm-hmm. So I meet a guy called Guta in town, and he's like, "Yo, I'm casting for auditions for commercials," and I'm like, "It can't be this easy." It was that easy.
It was that easy.
It was that easy.
Nguta mmoja.
Nguta.
The one and only Nguta.
Nguta ndo alinicast imagine.
Mulipenda tu naita hapo.
Tao. Nguta waliniita. Wewe. Nyaze niko na billboard hapa na du.
Wewe ulikuwa umevaje? Ndio.
Umenya na suti.
Kwa play kwa movie.
Oh. Yeah. When I suit up sikai kabisa. Nakaka accountant.
Like unaingia role ya accountant sasa.
Yeah. So he's like, "Hey, come auditions pale after work." I was like, "Blah, you like legit?" Okay, mimi nafanya kazi ridiculous na mtolea kazi. He was working for Ridiculous at the time.
Yeah.
He was working for Tony Njuguna.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You met him at that time?
Yes. I worked with Nguta before. He's been my locations manager at some point in our
yes,
in this small cinema of ours.
Yeah, he casted me for the first ad. It was Naivas. Was it Naivas or Tuskies? It's Tuskies. Back in the day.
Yeah, because I'm Ridiculous. How long ago was that?
2013, 14. Yeah. That's how old I am.
It's okay. I remember that other commercial in Yuli. You are safi ka balloon. Zuku. You were.
Oh, yeah. I was a Zuku. What? Yeah. Did you need to go there?
That was the first time I saw you on paper, and I was like, okay, I guess we have a superhero in Kenya now.
Oh, you didn't know?
I didn't know.
Oh, you didn't know of me until that time?
Me, I was fresh out of the village in Meru.
Yeah.
And I saw newspaper, and I saw like, oh, I guess now we have villains and heroes in Nairobi. Like, okay, I guess.
Really?
Yes.
I was really famous then. You know, like, it was a big deal. I don't know what happened to me, but then I was like, this is the next expert to Hollywood.
Yes.
This is the guy. Yeah.
How did you get that role to begin with?
If I told you, you would not believe me.
That is why we have this podcast. Let's go.
How did you get the Zuku man? So they wanted a brand ambassador for Zuku at the time, and it was a cartoon. You know,
yes.
It was a cartoon for the longest time.
Yes.
It was a cartoon who was a superhero guy. So it wasn't getting the audience they were looking for because it was geared towards children.
Yes.
They don't buy decoders, you know. So the marketing people at Zuko at the time thought, hey, let's get an actual guy, you know. Let's an actual known guy who. So the whole commercial was based around just a normal Kenyan dude who becomes a Suzuku man after like a long day of work. You become a Suzuku man. Like you tell stories, you have like many channels, you do a lot of things. Like you're just embodying Zuku in like a superhero. So the idea was to get Sevens rugby were really big at that time. So it was to get one of the guys who is on Sevens. But then after a round of screen tests, they're like, yo, we might need an actor. You know?
Okay, fair enough.
For reasons I do not know. Maybe you will tell Kenyan.
We all know.
I don't.
You either pick a struggle, either an actor or a response person.
Yeah. But then, because there was a lot of dialogue, you know, like you needed to, you can't just tell people, like, oh, this guy does this.
Yeah.
The guy has to talk as this. You know? So, like, yo, how about we just bring an actor in and see?
Who looks the part?
Yeah, and see, you know, because this needs to be performed.
Yes.
So they called a bunch of actors. Truth be told, we were told, okay, you have to strip for the audition. I'm like, nah, you guys are joking. I see guys stripping. I'm like, wait, what? Like, no, we just need to see you like in your knees,
in your undies.
In your undies, because you're gonna be in your undies. Like, they had a crazy, amazing concept.
The concept was the guy who becomes the Zukuman.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a normal white collar guy? Is it white or blue? I don't know the shades of color. Yeah, he was a bricklayer. You know, where like in the knees.
Mm-hmm.
So like at lunch breaks, anapigianga watu story nini. And then guys are like, what already story wapi?
Mm-hmm.
Then you see like when he leaves his construction site, he doesn't get on the truck or get on a bus like other people. He undresses into and then flies away.
Okay.
You know, like that was the initial concept. That was what was supposed to be shot. So it has to be someone who looks it like he has a superhero build. And I was built like bricks back then, you know.
You were the part.
I looked it. So I get to the audition and like, oh, there's a stripping because there's that rule. There's that scene where he removes the overalls and we can see like he's built, then he becomes a Zukuman.
Of course.
I'm like, yo, you should have said, I could have worn like my...
vests.
Yeah, like my...
whiteys.
Yeah, like my sleepover boxes, cause make him to do lines. So I don't really know what I've worn, but I'm really hoping it's, they'll have that set of knickers that we don't want to like.
Yes.
Yeah. He's sort of hang on like a lazy Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't know when you are them, especially in a hurry. So you don't want it to be the day on the auditions, you have to.
It's the day that you get to show that particular part.
Yeah. So my friend as I always tell people like, cowboy ones. I do not think so.
Hey,
It wasn't the cowboy. It was a cowboy. I did get the role. So I was so consumed with the whole thing, I didn't think about my lines. That was my most natural performance to date.
So you just ad-libbed and went.
I know I had the lines, but like in an audition, you're scared, there's jitters, there's expectation. But then I'm like, you guys got me to strip.
So I'll give you one.
So I will give you. Then ended up being the performance they wanted for the character. Fast forward, shoot day. They give me a padded suit with muscles. I'm like, why did they strip?
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Was it heavy?
Oh, so for me to go pee, I had to go with two guys.
Like, what are your jobs?
Yeah, Sunny Donuts. And the second guy, I don't remember his name, but I know him. I think it's Mike. So Sunny was do you know Sunny Donuts?
Yeah, I've seen his one, Sunny Donuts.
Yeah. So Sunny was the main designer, stylist for the shoot. The suit came from Josie or somewhere.
Okay.
It was supposed to be, the Man of Steel was coming out that year, so the suit was supposed to be like a replica of Man of Steel, So it's like, yo, this suit is like 3 million, so just don't mess with it.
So you're prepared.
Yeah. The suit that came was styrofoam. I'm not even kidding. So Sunny, who I think was having a mental breakdown, was like, this is not what you told me,
Yes.
How do I work with this? Had to paint a mask over my face because the mask.
The thing.
Yes, because the mask that was brought was weird. So Sunny had to get a face painter to come paint my face. Then the whole thing was like zipped 17 different times. It took 5 minutes to like use the washroom. So I'd go to shoot and not drink water the whole day. Start drinking water around 3 because I know like in 2 hours lazima watu wear the suit. But yeah, that was my Zukuman experience.
What was your Were you excited? Okay, what was your reaction after you saw your costume?
See, what Sally's reaction was like everything, you know.
Summed it up for
Yeah,
you.
it felt well for everyone else. So what I was told was, in the edit, you know, like in the edit, it's gonna look crazy.
And then fix it in post.
They got a South African director, you know. Yeah. So he was telling me like, my bra, top sharp, A1.
We're in a black Adam.
Hey, A1, top. I moved. Watched it, they had edited nothing. They were just color graded. But anyway, it was my first aha moment, like, wait, that can be me? You know, because you normally have this, when you're growing up, there's things that you see and you think belong to other people.
Yes.
You see a counter and like, that's not for people like me.
Yes.
You see a space, an opportunity, like, nah, that's not for my blood. That's for better people. That's for children of a better God. Yeah. So that's what I thought of Billboard.
And then your billboard was everywhere in Nairobi.
That was like, wait. So it's not special, people.
So you
know, because I've never actually considered myself special.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm that. So, yeah, that was my aha moment.
Yay! That's time for a shot.
Where?
When you missed your body dysmorphia is doing
Oh, see, it's so... it's not body dysmorphia. Okay, so here's the trick, yeah? I am an international actor.
Yes.
Oh, you know?
Yes. We have been stalking you quite a bit. So.
Oh, okay. And I am not really good as an actor at all. So here's the trick. I normally become other people off camera. Okay. So that when I go in camera and like, yo, this guy kills every role. No, I just become other people off camera.
So don't any Mejja.
Like right now, I'm in the process of becoming someone. I'm losing weight to look a certain way.
Okay.
Yes, so when I'm shaved a certain way and I talk a certain way, you'll be like, that's not the blessing I saw who was fat in Igiza.
No.
Yeah, and who looks this way.
Different.
Yes, and looks this way and walks this way in Q.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Those two guys are 20 kgs different. The gait is different. How they slide is different because one of them is fighting diabetes. Or something. Please anything about
it. We would try to cancel.
Hey, no, can't.
Yeah, Simo.
Wow.
Congratulations, Mr. Superman.
Thank you. That is the first time anyone has congratulated me for that specifically.
Oh, that was something. That was a milestone to celebrate because I saw it on TV and I was like, okay, I guess we are moving somewhere.
Yeah?
I guess we're moving somewhere. So how do you transition, like from the commercial space to the telenovela space to the film space? How do you transition into characters? Like, does that affect your psyche? Do you think different? Let's say you're transforming from Max to Dom.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Do I think?
Mannerisms.
Okay, so everything I get, the assumption is as in I just create things from thin air. Mm-hmm. No, it comes from the material, and I'm not that like.
So you get let's say you get a script today.
Yeah.
And then you have, for example, you have two scripts. You have Max and Dom. Max is from Country Green.
Yeah.
And then Dom is from Igiza.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Those are two very different people.
Yeah.
And let's say you'll be asked to act them at the same time. How do you split those two characters?
Okay. My method is getting to know them. Mm-hmm. Because the script, most scripts have like a roadmap into these people, into who they are, how they speak, how they talk. Yeah. So just highlight that, like oftentimes it's in other character dialogues. Character A would say, Max talks funny.
Yes.
Max is too built, Max is bald-headed. Max is... So those things give me so that's what he looks like. That's what he talks like. That's what he does this and this like. Then I just try and dance around that, like the material gives me a box in which Max exists in. and I just figure out how to jump on this.
Maneuver.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah, and like Dom is a brawler. Dom is a guy who fights in bars and stuff.
Yes.
So that's not a guy who works out in the gym. You know, he's a big guy.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I looked the way I did. 80 kilos and I was a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
Max is suave. Max works for a gold mine. He does yoga. So he's toned and he's ripped. That's why I had a six-pack in Country Queen. It's because of the things the characters do. You know, like if Max and Dom met, this would be two people who acknowledge they're from different societal classes. The only thing they have in common is one actor played both of them.
Right. Because I think Max would employ Dom.
Yeah. No, I think Dom is too smart for Max. Yeah. Max is not on the smart side.
No, Max is... Oh, yeah. We'll talk about Max. I'm very upset at Max, baby.
Okay.
I'm upset at Max.
Okay.
So what kind of acting do you do? Is it method acting, or did you go to a particular school that you taught you how to act at a school or university? And YouTube school or university?
No.
How many where is this?
Yeah, I do the blessing of technique.
Mm-hmm.
I watch. Okay, so it's called cinephile. Yeah, I love movies, and I love movies because I feel like there's a phase of my life I can explain to people through movies. Like there's no emotion I can't tell you. Like I'm going through a Breaking Bad season 1 phase right now. You know.
So you're like, hey.
Yeah. So like if I can't tell you what I'm feeling, just go watch it. You'll understand. Yes. So I love movies because they move me in a certain way. And that's what I try and make. I try and make characters that you will associate with in different phases of your life. So I watch the script. It sounds weird, but after like you actually get a script, you'll notice anyone can do it. You know, you can read the show and watch it in your head. And I try and get as close to the person in my head. So in my head, the guy doesn't look like me. You know? He dresses like Max. He talks like Max. He works in an office. This
is a different individual on his own.
Yes. So when I perform, I try and become that guy. Like the guy I saw in my head when I was reading the script. Yeah.
Do you take these characters home with you, or you just leave them on set?
So, in all truth, there's characters that have taken a lot from me.
Yeah.
I didn't know that I was taking them home until the show ended. And I was like, wait, I feel like someone I love has just died.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. That's happened, especially in shows that I feel like end before like I am ready. You know, because of the nature of our industry in Kenya, like should get dropped at any time. I just know one specific example. There's a telenovela I was doing called Zora. Mm-hmm. I really loved the story. You know, it was about a single mother getting a second chance in love, and so it had to be cut short before the story could be ended the way we all thought it would end. And I had so much prep into this character that I thought I'd get a chance to actually play him, you know, as what I had seen in my head. Mm-hmm. So when the show was wrapped up, before I could do that, I felt like I had additional material that was left with me.
So you have baggage.
Yeah, so yes. So in a way, I felt like, hey, I didn't have a clear that guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does it interfere with the way you act? Does it interfere with how your mannerisms as an individual? Does it? You see how you get into someone's character and you're able to get out of it?
Yeah.
Have you been stuck in that before?
I don't know. Maybe you tell me. You've seen me play a couple of guys. Have you ever seen me upset me not blessing?
Not really.
Yeah, because I'm a really goofy guy. That's the thing people they think don't get is like.
Yeah, you're really goofy. Unless now it's a depressing role where you just walk out of set and just go.
Yeah, but I have a lot of days like that. Like I have a lot of especially now I'm doing a telenovela now. Mm-hmm. And I have really emotional scenes.
Oh, is this the part where we get to see you cry now, finally?
No, I cried a lot in Zora. Like a lot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like a lot. So even that's the one thing my mom used to say. Like, hey, like pinjaka kuleni, in answers and that. So I have emotional scenes. Like if I have like 2 heavy scenes in a day, like I'll have a low day. I'll deep after that. Because it takes a bit of my energy for the day.
Don't say a bit. It takes a lot of energy to be these characters.
Yeah. But then as in tomorrow I'll be okay.
You just need to.
Yeah, I just need to recharge. Yeah.
So what inspires you in these worlds? What inspires you to become the actor that you want to be? What inspired you to become the actor? Actor that you are today.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to say it in a way it will be understood. Do you know what it feels like to read your favorite book for the first time?
Yes.
Yes, I assume there are people who will see me maybe in my latest show for the first time. I want them to feel as excited as I was the first time I saw myself on a good show.
Okay.
Yeah. So in my head, I truly believe, I know it's going to sound stupid, but I truly believe that if Blessing is a favorite actor, he will give you your favorite performance in every single show he does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like you will read your favorite book for the first time again, every single time you watch it.
So every time they watch you, it's a new experience.
Yes. Because I can't get that. I can't read. Okay, my favorite book of all time is Harry Potter, the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I can't read it again for the first time.
You won't get the same.
I don't have the same excitement. I don't, because I know how it ends. I know like the chapters, I know one for one.
Okay.
Yeah. But I want to give that because I can't get that. That is the gift I want to give. Yeah.
Fantastic. Who's your favorite actor in Kenya, or whom did you look up to when you were coming up in the industry?
Okay, my favorite actor is a guy called Blessing now.
Okay.
I kid you not.
Okay, cool.
Not because of I know what he puts in. I know what his performances look like.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty dope.
So it's pretty dope. And
who did I look up to coming up?
Yeah.
It was a guy called Raymond Fuller.
Mm-hmm.
Because I used to see him a lot. Okay, so the reason I used to look up to him is there was no such thing as being a working actor in this country.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's what
The second you become an actor, people will tell you, and you get a side gig.
Yes.
And I used to see Raymond in a bunch of things. So I told myself I'll be the first.
Just actor.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
No side hustle, no nothing, just actor.
I act. And
How long did it take you to actually?
become one?
No, I like pay a meal with a gig, or parents. What is the first time you actually got paid for acting?
The first job I ever did.
You could sustain yourself forever. At what point did you decide, I am going to be an actor full time, and this is going to sustain me for the rest of my life?
Okay, so I decided to become an actor full time, I think about 9 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It became sustainable after 5 years.
Okay. So how did you survive before the 5 years of sustainability?
Struggle, man. Struggle, fundiwa nyumba. You know. And the problem is when you have a dream, especially in our society right now, the first people feel like they have to step on you like you're on fire. Like, don't do that.
Yes.
You will fail. You won't have money. You won't eat. You won't do this. You won't. No. Yeah. No one even cares. What was your dream again? No. All you said is, I have a dream. Like, stop having.
Stop dreaming.
Stop. Go get a manual job. Get a natural job, get a normal job like everyone else. You know, get a job in an office.
Office.
Hey, get a pension. Forget dreams.
Be restricted into the 9 to 5.
Yes.
Jail.
And I was going through my own self-discovery at that time. So I just remember having a conversation with my mom, and I asked her, like, don't you think there's more to this thing we do? You know, don't you think if I just do me, I can actually become immortal? She's like, what do you mean? So I told her, Bob Marley died before I was born. My child will think Bob Marley is alive. That to me is immortality.
True.
She's like, how many Bob Marleys are there? I told her, how many Blessing Loves are there? He was him because he did him.
Yes.
If I do me, I can do me. She listened to me for a while and told me, get a normal job.
That's not even dream.
Yeah. Just get a normal job. It's fine. You know, it won't happen for you.
You don't have to think this deep.
Yeah, you know those people.
And who are those people?
The people in the billboard. You know?
You mean?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh. So when did you realize that, God damn, I've made it? Like what was the breakthrough role for you that you're like, yes, I've moved to the next step?
I was, yeah, it was that. Yeah. I was a North Star in a church play.
The North Star.
Yeah.
That is the one that changed it.
Yeah.
Please.
When I was 5.
I remember.
Yes, yeah.
But what did it do to your mind? Like, how did it bring you to the point where you're like, you know what?
Because there's
I'll be a star.
I wouldn't tell you. I wouldn't know. Like, there was no one specific thing.
That made you,
Yeah.
I'm there.
I just woke up one day and I couldn't do the normal things I could do before. Like, I couldn't just like wear my slippers and go into a supermarket.
It couldn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
What was the most shocking event that happened? You're like, yeah, by the way, I've become famous. I'm popular now. I just can't do regular. I'm not a regular anymore.
That was at a petrol station.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so nikasema nikita mbili. Bugaka nikafuntaka. So I'm like, yo, I didn't say. It's like, blessing me alipo wengine.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, wait. Bro, I make kidogo more than you. Like, you're using a lot of your own money to. It's like, no, like, you know, I go home in the evening. I was doing a show called Maria at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I go home in the evening and my family and I can sit down and discuss that. You know, that's something I never had with my wife. We never had like a dialogue.
Oh.
Yeah, but I was going to go home and be, ulinish Maria jana. Iko hivi, leo Mejja amefanya hii na hii. You know, my kids chip in. That day, that was the weirdest thing that's happened. Because when I was going to concerts to do that day, for me, it was just about the performance, you know, like, I would like to be this character as authentic as I can portray them. I didn't know that it's giving someone a talking point with their wife.
Sustaining marriage.
Yeah.
We did the gun in the apple jumper
Yeah.
in that period.
Uh-huh.
And I remember we were shooting outside at Asoko. Lakini hatungepita kwa sababu Mejja amefungiwa barabara na Madiba. Do you remember? Ulifungiwa barabara. Like, guys, divided this way and this way. We had to bring cops so that we could pass.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
Mbaka, we couldn't even shoot Mejja. He's like, yo.
I was shooting Country Queen. Like 1,000 kids showed up. I had to leave set in the boot of my car.
So that they don't follow you.
Yes. So it was a cop car, my car in between nigeo kwa boot. Na wakafunga madirisha zote ile one. He's not in the car.
How does that make you feel?
Scared.
Yeah, it's so shit. Yeah, so how do you walk around? Do you?
And so he came here.
This is the part where you get bodyguards.
Nah. No, but then I understand, like, it's the art that they have a relationship with.
Yes.
You know? I'm just the face of something that meant something to them.
But the people, they know you like that.
Yeah, because they think I am those people they see on TV and they associate with that, you know? When they realize Blessing is nothing like those guys, they'll get bored really quick.
Yeah.
But then they never give me enough time to tell them.
True.
Like, Blessing see me, Zaman.
Blessing
see Madiba. Blessing see Max. Yeah.
What? So what's the scariest situation have you ever been with the fans? Like, ujaifanyiwa kama anaitwaje? Came for the Jameson concert and then his clothes were ripped off.
No. I don't have that kind of crazy fans.
Oh, thank God.
But the scariest bit was I was in Oliver Tambo Airport in Jozi a few months back. And so we were looking for the queue ya kuingia. We just landed. Msee akanishikilia. Akaanza kunipatia lines zangu.
Za wapi?
Za Igiva.
Yo.
So I'm like, what is this guy saying? Then it hit me, he's quoting me.
Right.
Yeah.
Another come show?
I'm like, I'm grateful. It's like, bless him, was a good job.
Okay.
Because I never expected again as a Kenyan. Yeah, but then this is the last place ever I expected to meet someone.
And someone giving you line for line.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was like, yo, you must be a fan.
It is.
Yeah.
Shit.
Because I don't even have those lines.
How long has it been?
It had been okay. Giza had just come out like a couple of weeks, so I'm sure it's an episode he had watched recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. So now that I've seen you more from telenovelas, thrillers,
Okay.
then back and forth,
Yeah.
which one do you prefer?
There's work that challenges me, then there's work that pays the bills.
Okay.
I prefer both.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the ones that challenge you.
Yeah.
So I've seen you in Giza,
Yeah.
and then I've seen you in Country.
Yeah.
So these two people, but these two films are very different.
Yeah.
One is a thriller, one is an action.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Yes. So why was Max so very, why did he feel so weak?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to make like adjustments to your role?
Yeah, that's an adjustment I chose.
Oh, you chose that
Yeah.
adjustment. Why?
Because that is as realistic as is on ground. Have you ever seen people who like connect on older women?
Yes.
Have you seen people who've married people just because of the social stature or money?
Yes.
They are who Max is. Max was a bodyguard who fell in love with the boss's wife.
It felt like all the men's balls were cut off in that movie, in that.
Really? No.
So-
China was a strong character. He's not?
Really?
But then I really feel like, okay, because if I see the story, I'll bring spoilers. But towards the end, the way I played it was Max comes into his own.
Yeah, you do come into your own.
Yes. And I wanted to start weak so that I can show the whole arc of him, why he becomes stronger. And I wanted it to be about his own realization that, wait, nimebebwa for too long. Yes. So if I said it's strong and it's strong, where would the growth go?
Okay, fair enough. So you want us to see the arc.
Yes.
You want us to see the growth. It better be short because
You know.
we were suffering.
Really?
Oh my God.
Because I base my characters on people I know or I have interaction with. So I've seen like the young guys who marry older women. They tend to be a bit on the weak side.
Yeah.
You know, because they're being told, okay, do this, jump, roll. Here's 50 shillings.
Right, yes.
Okay, smile, do this. Here's 1,000. You know.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be honest, truthful, as my portrayal of Max, because I wanted it to be something you can see. After the story is over, when you go outside in town or whatever, whichever social setting, you'll see that dynamic and you'll see the same exact thing you saw on TV. Yeah.
Because I feel like Max was very submissive, he was very timid. And then he wasn't given a chance to come into his own. And also he felt very used.
Yeah.
And he was, yes.
So when I was playing Max, it was, you just have to watch the second season. Because I'm like, yeah, you got it. And I want you to get it so that when I show you this other thing, you'll be like, yeah. So she was building up to that.
So we are
Yeah.
up to that.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
last season.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Because, oh my God, you the life out of me.
Really?
Oh Lord, like there's a part where you're timid and big and what, but then there's a point where you just say, yo, you know what, fuck, I'm done. This is enough. And you're waiting for you to say enough is enough, but it never came.
No, the last episode.
Okay, yeah, you did that one then. The last 2 episodes.
Yes.
That are coming to.
Okay, that should tell you where he's going. Because also I didn't want to rush it too fast.
Yes.
Then it should be, where has he got all this strength from all of a sudden?
With the body.
Yes, but then when you see him slowly come into his own, when he actually does what he needs to do, you'll be like, wait.
So he has
yes. So when I tell you a story and you just take out the first quarter, you'll be like, where is this going?
Yes.
But right when you finish the whole story, you're like, oh, so that was the setup. Yeah.
So did it affect you? Like, was it a role that you just played, or did it affect you mentally? Like, now I need to double down on the character.
And the machismo.
Yeah.
No. Okay, it's
Because remember, in Giza, you bring out the full machismo, right?
yeah,
Macho.
because I am playing Dom in Igiza. That's who Dom is.
Macho, big man.
Yeah, but Max is not Dom. Yeah, so you can't expect me to do the same performance for two different people. They are two different people. Thing is, Dom's arc needed him to be that guy.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
he's dealing with his own things. Funny thing, when Dan loses someone, he cries. When Max loses someone, he does not cry.
Yeah. He's
It was weirder for me crying as Dom.
why?
It's not something. Well, the way I had prepped the character, the director is not. Emotions is not something he relies on. It's very logical. Like he doesn't feel. He didn't have time to feel. But then when whatever happens in Igiza happens, he doesn't have a choice. Because he'll be doing everything for one reason.
Yeah.
He no longer has that reason.
That's that reason. That sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks.
I wanted someone to watch him and be like, yo,
Ouch.
Dom. So that's why when Dom does what he does after that specific thing, they're like, yeah, do that too.
And then in Mochigiza, so that you understand what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So you're going to give me everything.
Yeah.
So does has your craft driven you into depression, or has it driven you to a point where you're like, you know what, I need to reconsider my life, my career choices, because it's just not working for me.
I wouldn't say that my craft specifically, but life in general has driven me to depression many times, like everyone else, like every other human.
So how did you bring yourself back, and did you fall into drugs, or what was your fallback plan, and to bring yourself back?
I've used every crutch available to me, you know. I wouldn't say like I came out, because that's why I've been telling you these things that when I say I'll sound a bit crazy. I didn't come out, I went in. You know, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So for the people who understand. Yeah. So when I was going through this episode, I realized it's the Matrix. You know, like, wait, hold up. Who are you actually? Like, why are you going through this? Why are you seeing reality through this lens? You know? So I did a lot of self-discovery. You know, I tried to read the Bhagavad Gita, hang around the people who are doing Vipassana, trying to figure out, like, what is this self, knowing thyself? You know, what is this thing? You know? Why is it that there's this select group of people that never complain of mental illness, or, you know, they always seem clear? So I took some time and just got to figure myself out. And I realized it's not, because everyone goes through challenges. You know, it's just how we look at it that changes how it affects our mental, our psyche. Yeah, so like our industry is very cyclical. There's work, then no work. There's work, then no work. And the better you become, the more people do want to see you. They're like, okay, good faces now. We know he's good. Give someone who's not good so he can complain.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, yeah, we know he can change into characters. Can you give someone who can't so we say how they've not changed into a character? You know?
Yes.
And if you let that bother you, it takes you down that path. But then if you understand, like, they are talking because they have to, you just end up doing your own thing. So yes, I've been in those cycles as much as everyone else.
How did you bring yourself back into yourself?
I just told you I went in. I went in. Yeah, I read this quote. This was the weirdest thing ever. You have to lose yourself to find yourself.
True.
It meant nothing to me for years. Then when I actually lost myself, I was like, wait, so that is it. You have to unlearn years of programming. You have to unlearn so much of what society has told you is reality. Like, no, this is just someone's opinion. You know, things don't have to go this way. I have to create my own pattern, my own pattern, my own path, my own way of looking at things. Yeah. That's why I'm here. That's the weirdest thing. If they taught me that in school, I would have wasted a lot less time.
Oh, you and me both.
Right. Like, yeah, like I'm here. I'm in this reality to have a unique experience.
Exactly.
And it has to be unique to me. If I knew that, I wouldn't be trying to like join groups or some like careers or, you know, because that's what you're taught. Like,
yeah. And you have no business in being whatever, in whatever business you're in, because you're like, this is nothing near whatever you like.
Because I feel like it's started in school.
Yes.
Yeah, you should just join a study group. Join a this.
Yes.
Yeah, these guys want to be accountants. You should join them. You should. I'm like, well, but then who am I? I'm just joining this collective.
You're a cog in the wheel.
Yeah.
That's on a collective.
Yeah, what is unique about me? And why is it wrong for me to be unique? You know? You look like you've had these questions in your head too.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
we've had a lot of fights with my mom because of these conversations. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I guess we are all, it feels like our parents' program has essentially that if we're going to heaven, we're all going as a collective.
Yeah.
And it's an individual journey, remember?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And I want to believe that heaven or hell is in the earth that you're living, like it's in the world that you create. So you either create your own personal hell or you create your own personal heaven, depending on your outlook.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, after years of having this conversation with my own parent, she had to explain to me that she formed her opinions based on the information available in her time.
Yes.
She's like, I couldn't Google the things you can Google today. Like, I didn't know, like, my brain works this way because of this hormone or this enzyme or this,
Yes.
You do.
Yes.
So I expect you to be able to navigate the world better.
Yes.
With different eyes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Different eyes and different tactics.
Yes, but then don't judge me because I navigated it with less information than you have right now.
How do you translate sasa pale wako nini kwa country?
Yeah.
Ulikuwa mnapigana mate mbaya.
Oh, okay.
So how do you translate intimacy into a scene? Like how do you prepare for it? Does it knowing how conservative Kenyans are, Country Queen was a bit too. Guys are making out with Neil considering all the things that we watch on TV. Country Queen has a significant amount of kissing scenes.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So how did you get any backlash from the government? Number one. Number two, how do you maneuver the love scenes or the romantic scenes in a scene? You as a married man.
I prep. I prep for scenes the way I prep for scenes. As in, I don't prep for kissing scenes different than I prep for fight scenes. And I'm just, okay, this is a scene and this needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I do understand that my audience is the judge. I can't judge blessing when I go into the scene.
This is a different person going into it.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, I told you, my blessing now technique starts with me watching the script as a movie. So I can't go into it thinking, the thing I watched in my head, I can't do it. Because the audience want to understand that blessing the actor is not blessing the guy,
Yeah.
I can't do that. When I do that, I'll stop doing shooting scenes because I'm like, they think I'm a killer now. When you give me a gun in the gears, I can't shoot people.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So I have to know that when I go into the world of the story, if I bring blessing into it, I will mess.
Okay.
Everything I am and all my attachments have to stop the moment I walk into the scene.
So you leave all your blessing up when you enters the door.
Yeah.
Blessing is outside, the door enters the door.
Because two of them can't exist at the same time.
That's why I wanted to ask, how do they exist in
No, they can't.
Worlds.
I can't be both blessing and Max. Because there's things blessing can't say.
Okay.
But then that is the language of Max. So I can't say, hey, I need to change the script.
Because
blessing has to speak with machine.
Yeah.
Of course I have limits. Like I have to I had dignity as a person.
Yes.
You know, I can't cross.
Where do your morals lie? Like,
Yeah.
script alafu ambe, hey, leo sasa wewe ndo utanyongana na unaridhiana kwa hii scene.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
going to take it?
It,
That's you
it
going to
can't-
take-
no. As in, it can't just be about that.
Yeah, it has to be something.
What is the message? You know, what am I trying to say by this? You know, like I was last week, we went to open a shot on gender-based violence, you know, and in it, a friend of mine called Keith had to be the perpetrator. You know, he had to physically assault an underage person. It's a script.
Yes.
And it needed that character for us to tell that message.
Yes.
So you can't tell this actor, don't do it. But then how else do we send the message that this is wrong?
And this is what's happening in
Yeah.
society.
Yeah. If we don't represent it visually. Like there are people like this, there are people you know who will do acts like this. And we have to accept that there are people we know and we have to deal with them the way the law entails. So how do you do that by not representing it visually?
True.
Yeah, as long as it's dignified for a person, as long as, you know, I'm not doing shameful acts, you know.
And then repeating them in real life.
Yeah, no, even this is just on set, like,
Yeah, true.
yeah.
At the end of the day, you need to know, understand who you are and deal and where your morals lie.
Yeah, and you know, and the good thing is, like, I've been blessed enough to work on very professional sets. Yeah, so it's not like something I feel like, hey, what am I doing? You know, like I know the quality of the work I'm making, and this is just a day in this character's life. Yeah.
Fantastic. What can police swami?
Yeah.
Did you learn how to drive a manual car?
Hey, well. So, yes, I can drive a manual car, just not the half gear.
Unajua mali tunaenda.
Yes. The short film we did.
No.
Yeah. So I was told, around now I was prepped for that role. And I was told you will drive a manual car. You know what that means?
Yes.
A clutch and a gear.
Over here. See,
Yes.
see.
The car that shows up, god damn. I feel half my performance in that show was just driving that car.
Yes.
And the whole movie was just me in that car.
Yes.
For 2 nights in Kinale Forest.
It was cold as hell.
How would you know? You were under 3 blankets.
Me, we were being rained on together.
Yeah. You were covered. The camera people were covered. The crew were covered. I was in a t-shirt
Yeah, like a
at
tax man.
3 a.m.
Telling people no.
Do you know those 2 nights? I asked myself if I want to be an actor over 4,000 times.
That's when I wanted to ask, is there a play or is there a film that you shot and you had to rethink your career?
Yeah.
That was the one.
Yeah, that was the one.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
That's the one. But then, Abby shows me a playback. There's this one scene. I park the car, I leave, then I hear the ghost.
Yeah.
He showed me a playback and there's smoke coming out from under. I saw that and I was like, God, okay.
I'm so like, yes.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, I know the pain I'm going through, but if this is what we're making, it's fine.
How do you invest in your characters? Like in the character that you give it, how do you, let's say you're supposed to speak French. Do you go learn French or?
I learn conversational, like what's on the page. Yeah.
Do you push yourself to learn anything extra that's not demanded on script?
Yeah, I have to. I have to be, okay. So here's the thing, like when I talk about something,
Yes.
the confidence I talk about that thing with will tell you if I know it or not. That confidence is built on how well I know that thing. So for me to show it on camera, you know, I just tend to prefer to know a bit about it, to be confident enough. If I'm talking about this, I want to know about this so that I'm confident enough when I say about.
What is the worst location that you've shot in?
What's the worst location that I shot in? The boot of a car. Yeah, I did a Kaduka. I'm claustrophobic. I didn't know until I was in a boot of a car. Yeah, and then I had to come out and give a whole monologue.
Did you give a monologue?
Yeah.
You passed out before?
I was sweating, but I did. I'm professional.
Yeah, you gotta bring it.
But yeah, like I couldn't sleep for quite a number of days after that. I didn't know why.
Did you feel like you were restrained?
No, I just felt like the darkness was bothering me, so I had to sleep with the TV on for a couple of days.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Looking back, I didn't actually like seek it out then. But then looking back, I was like, oh, the moods triggered me.
Into claustrophobic.
Yeah. And I was in the macho phase. I was like, it has to be something else. Yeah.
So how did you get out of your again going inside? Did you get out of your macho phase?
I'm still very macho phase. I'm still very much in my macho
But you
phase.
feel very mellow in your macho phase.
Yeah. In the words of Jordan Patterson, yeah. You have to be capable of crazy stuff and then keep it in control. I wish you could have taught us in school, like, happiness starts with you. It's not the relationship you're in or the car you drive or the job you do. It has to be you. And it has to be intentional. I didn't know that.
Life is about intention.
Yeah.
You should have been taught that.
I was taught parts of a flower.
And the grasshopper thing.
Yeah. How to say the difference between a grasshopper and a locust. But no one told me how to do my taxes, how to be happy.
No one taught you how to tap into the self.
Yeah.
To bring out who you are.
And then the problem is, society demonized it so much, you know. Now when you finally realize that all I needed to deal with was me, you wonder, why is everyone around walking like a zombie? Yeah, zombie.
And everyone is so against it, and you're like, okay, is this the basics of humanity? Like, this is why the baseline is just knowing yourself and then moving up from there.
Yeah. Like, you know, as I'm a bit fearful about having this conversation on the podcast because people were like, yo, this guy's in a cult.
So, yeah.
Because every time you tell someone, like, do you know, like, 100% of your problems are with you and you can just solve them?
Yes.
You know, because your expectation of reality has to be some certain way. And if it's not, it means you're a failure. That's you.
And like, who defined the failure and success? Who defined it for you?
The other thing, school taught me there's a difference between failure and success. Failure is the opposite of success. I started this life thing and I realized success is failure.
Yes.
I have to fail a bunch of times to succeed.
Yes.
So if I'm afraid of failure, I'll never start.
What would be the ultimate character that you've played, like your dream role?
Me.
Hadi kwa movie. Let's say you're given a role. Let's say the way the rock prepared for Black Adam for 10 years.
Oh yeah.
What would be the key role for you?
Okay. So, history obviously has some additives, but then there's a sixth guy called the Kapenguria Six. There's a guy called Paul Gay.
Read about them.
Yeah, I've been reading a lot about them, and we tried to make a show about them sometime back. It didn't get picked up. But yeah, I would love to bring, because every country has canoned their history in movies and songs. Kenya is the only one. You know, I tell a kid in school right now about Paul Gay, and they're like, who? You know, 2 Birds has been trying to do it.
Yes.
And we're like, these people existed?
And this is what they did.
You know? But then we will tell adapted stories on TV every day, all day. Yeah, but then I'd love to. Actually, my purpose as a Kenyan actor is to tell Kenyan stories. You know, I'd love to see Koitanela rap somewhere on screen one day. You know, I'd like to see the Kitile Ngwane. You know, I'd love to see Paul Gay on screen, and I don't know who else will do it. So it has to be me. That's the unfortunate thing about going in. You tend to realize people don't have your dream. I don't want to tell my kids about African heroes. I want them to watch.
Wakanda.
Yeah. How many Maasai movies have Kenyans made?
None, apart from the adverts that we sell to the white people.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know, like, Americans had cowboys and Indians like crazy 5 billion years ago? There's 10 million movies. We have the best runners globally. Tell me, how many movies have you seen?
None, apart from the one that Kipchoge did. It was done by a white person and then it turned documentary.
Yeah.
We don't have our own authentic stories.
A funny thing, I see rugby movies from countries that know nothing about rugby. We had a seventh team here that was crazy.
Yes, and it still is.
Yeah, but then we just, all these ideas, all these conversations end up as conversations. I would like to wake up in a reality one day that tells our local stories. And
Which director do you see doing this particular line of, a Kenyan director doing this particular line of
all of them. Abdi, Shuria, Ahmeddin, Mbaya, all of them. I think all of us want to tell our stories. We just don't have the access to that budget because we only given money to do this.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to going to cinema to watch someone I was told about growing up. I'm looking forward to going to cinema watching Wangari Maathai.
Mm-hmm.
I actually saw a clip of her being chased from Uhuru Park.
She was naked
Yeah.
by the cops.
Being beaten.
Yeah.
This woman is a Nobel laureate.
That clip, I remember seeing that clip in the news during Moi days, and it was black and white. And I was wondering why this woman is being beaten on TV. And she has no clothes, and she's even the cameras are there. I'm like, what the hell? That is the vision that I have of Wangari Maathai. That is the only.
Do you know, I saw that clip and I understood what a hero means.
Imagine the self-awareness you need to have to get to that point. Thank you for coming to our show, and thank you for enlightening our viewers. Because I want to highlight all the artists in Kenya. I think you've done a good job.
Oh, thank you.
Putting our name out there, and I hope to see you soon. Network pamoja.
Kama kawa.
Kawaida. Thank you so much, guys. My name is Shina Kimathi. This has been Sanaa ya Wasanii. See you next time. Bye.